afternoon, everyone. I am Jenny with Roots and Wings Furniture and wanted to come and hang out with you real quick and answer a question I got from a reader today. She said, this is what she said. I'm redoing a pair of water skis to hang on the wall. I don't want to paint them, but how do I shine them up? And what should I use to fill the holes where screws used to be? So, how cool a project is that? Some old water skis on the wall. Sounds awesome. Can't wait to see them when they're done. Please share. All right. So, two-part question here. First things first, let's talk about wood filler. And I've been wanting to do a little tutorial on wood filler, so this is perfect. All right. First, you have to think about, are you going to paint it or are you going to stain it? Which in this case, she's not going to paint it. Makes it a little bit trickier, but you can still do it. This is what I always use. This is Elmer's wood filler. Always make sure you get the stainable, right there, stainable, because it gives you the option if you want to stain it. Just because it says you can stain it doesn't mean it's not going to show up. Just think about that, okay? Yeah, it's not perfect, but the darker you go with your stain, the more it's going to hide. I'm going to post a picture a little bit later this afternoon of a dresser top I'm working on. Gave me a heck of a time getting all of the old fish off the top. But the darker, I went with Java Gel, dark stain, and it just covers it so nicely. It's just great. So if you're going to use a darker stain, it's okay to use wood filler and it'll cover it. In her case, she's going to have, it's going to show up a little bit. You might think about not filling the holes at all and just leaving it a rustic look. That would be my recommendation. But if you use this stuff, let me show you what I do. Real quick, I have this old, I found an old piece of scrap wood with a couple of holes in it, so I can show you what I do. Okay, it's like this. Kind of squish up your tube a little bit, make it soft, and then I use my finger. You don't need to use a putty knife. I mean, you can if you really want to, but just squish it in the hole. And I kind of like squish it around like this. Squish it around, and then make sure you have a little bit more. You see that? You have a little bit more than what you need. Then you're going to let this dry. Once it's dry, you're going to sand it down so it's flat. Hey, Mandy, how's it going? Yes, you're doing this right. You comment if you have any questions as we go. All right, so here's the wood filler. Stuck it on there with my finger. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to sand it off. I usually sand things flat with 220 grit and just go along until it's perfectly smooth. Sometimes you have to do 2 coats of wood filler to fill in all the gaps, okay? So there's that. Now, let's talk about our options for polishing up. Here we go. I brought you 3 options today. We're using our old piece of wood, the other side of it. First thing, you can use something like this, like a polyacrylic, polyurethane. This is General Finish's High Performance Flat Finish. The deal with this, it's going to shine it up, but it's only going to sit on the top. This doesn't soak into the wood, so it's just going to sit on the top, and it's going to give you a little shine to it. So I'm going to put this on the top. We're going to put it all so we can see the difference. Okay, so it's going to go on like this. See how it darkened it up there? Now, it's going to harden. It's going to give you a hard finish. So it won't be, obviously it's not so shiny when it dries, but it's going to give you this hard finish on the top. It's going to sit on top of the wood, okay? So that's first option, something that would be good. Okay, here's your second option. Something like this. Do you know what this is? This is olive oil and vinegar from the kitchen. The good old salad dressing, y'all. Come on. This is the cheap and easy and DIY way to do this. I just shake up some olive oil and white vinegar in a jar and grab a little rag, dip it in. Oops, dip in. I forget you can't see. And then we're going to wipe it on. Now here's the cool thing about this. Vinegar has natural cleaning properties, so it's going to kill any bacteria, any smells, anything like that you might have in your wood. And then the oil goes through and polishes it and gives it a little bit of luster. So not as much as the top, but you can see it gives it a little bit of shine, cleans it up. My rag turned a little brown because this is dirty wood. So that's the benefit there. And then you can always go back over it later on. If it gets dull again, you can go back over it. This is a really good thing to do in your house with any wood top things. My husband always says it smells like salad dressing, but it goes away. Okay, one more option. Something like this. This is Miss Mustard Seed Hemp Oil. This stuff is awesome and great and fabulous. It's just a different kind of oil than olive oil, obviously, and I think this dries harder and stays a little bit longer. So I've refinished, I did that trunk, that steamer trunk in this stuff, and it's gonna stay, give you a really polished look for a long time. Same thing with this. All you're gonna do is put it on your cloth like this. Get all of my fingers. And then we're gonna rub it in. I'm gonna rub it down here so you can see. Like this. Rub it in. And sometimes if you have dry wood, you might need a couple coats because it's really gonna soak in. So that's gonna give you, that's here, kind of the same look here as the oil. It's not shiny, it just soaks into the wood and rehydrates. It really, protects your wood. So those are the three options I would say you can use. I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I can't wait to see the finished product. Now y'all know, if you have questions for me, send me an email or send me a message on Facebook. Or I just put the link down below in the Refinish Rescue. You just follow that link on my website. You can send me a message with a picture, and we can chat about whatever questions you might have.